Why quitting your job, quitting your 9 to 5 to be a YouTuber is a bad idea. Welcome to the live stream, Ringo TV Reactions. A lot of people want overnight success. A lot of people want to make money. The problem is quitting your 9 to 5 to be a YouTuber is a bad idea. Number one, you're quitting a job that actually pays you to come on YouTube to be broke. It really doesn't make any sense. But this is what a lot of people are experiencing because influencers who get paid to do content are making deceptive content, telling you and selling you a dream. Let me explain this to you. You're viewing my live stream right now. You're either at the 9 to 5 or getting ready to go to the 9 to 5. But you decide to tune into my show. You're watching YouTube, you see a influencer who have what appears to be a successful life. Nice home, nice car. They take vacations and trips, wear designer clothes. Doing pretty well. They proceed to tell you, you should quit your 9 to 5. Become a YouTuber. So much money to be made. You'll be able to have freedom. You'll be able to have this. You'll be able to do that. And because of their success, which is clearly visible, you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be just like this person, not realizing that that person is only making content to make you view so they could get paid. And you got played. See, as a content creator myself, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm cut from the cloth that actually tells the truth. And I know it's kind of difficult to understand in a world where everybody's fake. But social media is big business. And what you may not know as an unsuspected viewer is that most content creators will do and say just about anything to keep you viewing, to get financial support. And there's nothing wrong with keeping people viewing and getting financial support if it's within reason and it's, justified. Because after all, you watch Netflix, you view, right? You pay, you do this, you go to the movie theater. So at the end of the day, somebody's getting paid. My point is this. Influencers, their job is to influence you, whether it be to buy a product, service, or to vote, to believe in something, to change your religious beliefs. Their job is to influence you. What content creators would do to create content is sell you a gimmick, sell you a dream, make you hope in something that is not going to work for you. This is why quitting your 9 to 5 to become a YouTuber is a bad idea. Because once you quit your job, it's over now. See, your job was sending you a steady pay. You knew what you had to do every day. You had a schedule, supervisor, manager, and it was a routine. You may not like your job, but who actually does? There's only but a few people that likes their 9 to 5. When I was on the 9 to 5, I had an actual career. And my company let me, well, not my company, but the agency that I was working for pretty much let me go during the pandemic because I didn't want to take the so-called shot. And it was a very good job, right? Very good career. And I enjoyed it. At the same time, I had to go because I wasn't going to take the so-called shot. But my point is, you have a lot of people that have decent jobs and they look at YouTubers and they see what appears to be a lifestyle they want, not realizing that most YouTubers are fake. I'm just being honest with you. Most YouTubers don't tell you the truth. And again, by me speaking these things, I'm going against the grain because again, on social media, you got to be fake. That's the only way to win. The only way to win. I'm talking about to win, build a massive audience, everybody love you, everybody like you, is that you have to lie. I'm just telling you straight. You have to lie to people. You have to manipulate people. You have to gaslight, love bomb. I got to tell you that I love you every 5 minutes to reinforce your trust in me, only to sell you something in order for me to make $1. That is what goes on social media every single day. So now, some of you may have quit your job already to be a YouTuber and you're learning the hard way. You're learning that YouTube requires a lot of work and you're not going to be successful overnight. You're not going to be making all of this money. You're going to learn that you got to be dishing out hundreds of videos, a lot of videos. And in most cases, nobody's viewing them. So the frustration is going to kick in. You're going to realize that you got played. You're going to realize you got involved in something that is not necessarily financially lucrative. And it doesn't even make any sense because it's like you quit a job that you understood, you knew how to do to become a YouTuber, and you don't even know what to do. You don't have no training for YouTube. You don't have no content. You're not even a content creator. You don't know how to edit. You don't have no equipment. You don't have a personality for social media, but you did it because an influencer told you. But what you don't realize is that influencer lied to you. The influencer didn't tell you that it takes work. The influencer that told you that is established. The person who told you that been on YouTube, paid their dues, and they only sold you something in order for them to get views. And now you took the bait, quit your job, and now you're struggling. You're a struggling YouTuber. Imagine leaving your job only to come to YouTube to struggle. Imagine that. Isn't that amazing? Come to YouTube to get a job on YouTube and not understand what to do. That's what's going on right now. Isn't that interesting? YouTube has become so fake that it's no longer real. And because viewers don't have the attention span to understand anything, they never learn anything. For example, you have somebody in the live chat that says, I just watched your video, my HIV story. Did you watch the video to the end to learn? Did you watch the video to understand context? Did you watch the video to learn that that video was about another YouTuber who is scamming people? Did you not understand the video? Did you not understand the play? Was to make the viewer see and learn how easy it is to manipulate people. See, if you actually understood the video, you would know that I was teaching people how easy it is to make up a story and have them tune in and view, only to reveal to them that the video is not even true. And this is what's problematic on YouTube, is that so many people make fake videos in order to get views. But because you didn't watch the video, you didn't learn anything. So consequently, you're deceived. And this is what happens on YouTube because people don't have an attention span to actually watch the content to the end to get the benediction of what the subject is about. And what this tells me is that a lot of people didn't graduate high school and practically never went to college, because if you cannot get through the content to learn anything, then you wasted your time. That's like going to a theater and watch 10 minutes of a movie after paying an admission fee, but then you leave early. You didn't even watch the movie. And then you go to YouTube to talk about it. I want to give my review of Batman. Well, did you watch Batman? No, I didn't watch it. I just watched 10 minutes. Well, that's exactly what people do on social media. They watch 5 minutes of a 2 hour video, or they watch 1 minute of a 20-minute video. And the core information of the video was at the 8 minute mark. But because they have a short attention span, they never learn anything. Ladies and gentlemen, if you quit your 9 to 5 to become a YouTuber and you don't have a plan, if you don't have backup strategy, if you don't have savings, if you don't have some other streams of income, something going on, you are going to be sadly mistaken. You're going to be very, very shocked, and you're going to lose your mind, because quitting a job in a time like this, when things are very, very uncertain, it's not a smart move. Um, the best thing to do is keep your job, start a YouTube channel, and just kind of give it a shot. Meaning, you have your job, at the same time you started a YouTube, and you're just kind of testing the waters, see how it go. You know, on the weekend when you don't got nothing to do, you know what I mean? You make a video or two, and before you know it, you kind of get a feel for it. It's just like learning, first time learning how to drive. You know, you get in the car and it feels weird. You're like, what do I do? You're concerned about every little thing. But then once you start really doing it, it becomes so normal. It's like you and the car becomes one. You get what I'm saying? That's how it has to be with YouTube. When you first start, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel out of place. You're going to feel like you're touching and doing all the wrong things. But once you've been there for a while, you start to learn and find your way. Sort of like going to a new school. You don't know your way to the classroom. You're scared to ask people where the directions, because you don't want to look dumb. But there's nothing wrong with asking people for directions. The problem is you're in a new school and you want to look cool. You want to, but sometimes you get lost. You get to the classroom late, and it's like you don't know what to say or do. But eventually, if you've been there for about a week, you start to learn. You start to find your way. You start to realize cafeteria is down there, gym is down there, science is over there, and you start to figure things out. But you should keep your 9 to 5. If you quit your 9 to 5 and come on YouTube, you're going to be broke. You're going to sign up to be broke. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to make the same mistakes many people are making. Like I said, there are many YouTubers that are influencers, and their job is to lie to you. Now, you might laugh, you might troll, you might laugh at me or whatever the case is, because you figure, well, it's time to troll. It's somebody's live. Let me come into their live stream and be an a-hole. But I'm telling you, if you're a person that is viewing and you sign up to YouTube thinking you're going to get rich overnight, you will be broke. And you will be sitting in your house, in your car, trying to figure out how you're going to pay these bills, and literally lose your mind because you gave up everything in order to follow what an influencer told you. There's a lot of people on YouTube right now that are scamming. There's a lot of people on YouTube that they don't have no real content. So what they're doing is they are, I guess, selling you a gimmick in order to get you to feel you got it. To be a YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have personality, talent. You have to be able to communicate with people. You have to be able to do videos every day. You're not going to get paid by sitting on your ASS waiting on a YouTube check. You need to be working all the time. You have to be putting out many videos every day. So if you just started and nobody don't even know you, who's viewing your videos? Do you understand marketing? Do you understand promotion? All of these things have to come into play in order for people to find you. You might have a video or two that might get some views, but what do you do after you get those views? What do you do when you're not monetized? You quit your job, but you're not monetized yet. So what do you do? How do you earn? What have you learned? Did you just come on YouTube because you want to get paid? That's one of the biggest problems with people that come to YouTube. They come on here, they quit their 9 to 5 because they're not really trying to be a content creator. They're chasing money. Now, there's nothing wrong with making money. We all want to make money. Heck, you got up in this morning to go to your 9 to 5, not because you wanted to, because you got bills to pay. So we all want to make money. But the problem is, you didn't just go get your job and didn't have no training. You have to have training before you do the job. So a lot of people are coming on YouTube because somebody told them go get a camera and start recording. Don't even worry about what you're going to say. Just start recording. Get on YouTube, start recording. Make videos even if nobody's viewing. That's madness, people. You're going to be stressed out when you actually do it. You're going to be really, really upset. Shout out to MacArthur for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Appreciate that. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Ghost Note says 90% of YouTubers won't be able to make a full-time gig unless you have a special, unique product. You won't make 5K a month, which is my current goal on YouTube. You're wrong. Your whole comment is wrong. 90% people are making a lot of money on YouTube. And you're not paying attention. That means, see, here's the thing. Your comment only apply to you. That's you're projecting. That's what you're doing, sir. 90% of YouTubers won't be able to make it a full-time gig. That's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of people on YouTube that are either rich or they make at least 5 to 10K a month every month. So your entire comment is wrong. Maybe that only applies to you, right? You don't need a product. You need talent. You need content. What I am saying is you have people that are on YouTube that don't even belong on YouTube. You have people that don't belong here. This is not for them. I've been on YouTube since 2006. You understand? I've been on YouTube since 2006. And even in 2006, I had a job. I was on YouTube and I still had a job. So I was like balancing the both. I was doing both. YouTube and job. YouTube and job. You see that? And when the job let me go, I did YouTube full time. And I'm still here. So when I look at your comment, I don't agree with that. Because people have been doing YouTube full time for many, many years. Some people have been doing YouTube for 15 years full time. Right? The problem is you'll look at people like myself and others and think, okay, since you're doing it, I could do it. Well, I have the training. I'm actually talented. I'm actually gifted in many different fields. My expertise is social media. I'm a media person. I'm a music producer. I'm a videographer, photographer. And the list goes on and on and on. I do multiple different things. So everything that I do revolve around content creation. You understand? So the average person who just work at a 9 to 5 that don't have no skills in no other areas, for them to just come on YouTube and figure, okay, I'm gonna do this full time, I'm gonna make $1 million. No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, this YouTuber, she started making money, he started making money. So surely no, that person fell on some luck. It's not gonna last. I've seen that happen many times. I've seen people come on YouTube, they start off, got a lot of views, then they fell off. You know why? Because they don't got no content. A lot of you that are viewing right now, you may be familiar with a woman that calls herself DoDash. But she don't got no content. She actually has zero content. Nothing really to offer. But y'all bought into the gimmick. Some of you quit your jobs because of her. I've seen so far 3 videos of people that said they quit their 9 to 5 because of her. I seen one particular video of a guy. He said he quit his job and he regretted. He's trying to get his job back. Imagine that. You quit your 9 to 5 to come on YouTube. Then you realize you're broke. And now you're going back to your employer begging. It doesn't work like that, people. YouTube is not for everybody. Do you understand? See, when I started doing YouTube in 2006, see, here's the thing. Before I get into that, look, everybody wants freedom. Everybody is tired. Some of you are tired of being at the 9 to 5, and you want to believe the lies that people tell you. You got to know what you want to do in life. I don't know why people follow other people and think that if you follow other people, you're going to be, no, that's like somebody becomes a lawyer and they're making money. You're going to jump on the bandwagon to be a lawyer? I don't think you would, because you would have to go to school. You would have to pay for a lot of stuff. You would have to study a lot. A lot of y'all not ready to put in that work to be no attorney. You might have somebody they're a medical professional. They're a doctor, a nurse. They went to school for that. They went to college. They did this. They did that. They took all sorts of exams, tough exams. You ain't ready to put in that work. So if you look at all these different occupations, all of these different jobs, all of these career opportunities, it requires training, people. So what makes you think you can come on YouTube and just pick up a cell phone and already you're rich and everybody loves you? It don't work like that. You have to learn and you have to be established and you have to been paying your dues for years. You have to be the kind of person that been doing this for a while. People are familiar with you. People are familiar with me on YouTube. People are familiar. I know how to make content. I can make content and create a crowd of people that's going to be watching. You know why? I know how to communicate. I know how to talk to where people can relate to. There are some of you on 9 to 5 right now doing your job and you're tuning in right now. You're doing your job right now and you're tuning in to what I'm talking about. Why? There's a reason why. It's because you're meant to watch this video. Because maybe you thought about quitting your 9 to 5 to be on YouTube or any social media platform. Maybe you wanted to be on TikTok or Instagram, or maybe you got these social media platforms, but you never used them to monetize. I'm pretty sure most of you got social medias, but you never used them to monetize. Well, it's possible for you to do it, but at the same time, you got to have the training. You have to know how to, do certain things and understand that it's a business. And in every business, you have to have a plan. And with every plan, you have to have action. With every action, there must be an execution. So you just can't come online, be a YouTuber and make money overnight. You got to have a plan. You got to have a talent. And all of the people that I see coming to YouTube or quitting their job, they're just making mindless content that makes no sense. I seen one lady, she made a video. I'm going to do a reaction video to it. She made a video talking about something along the lines of she quit her job and she quit her job to start a business. And the video is 100% fake, people. When I do my review, you're going to be like, my goodness, people really make fake videos on YouTube? Yes. Fake videos. So in her video, she's talking about she quit her job to start her own dream business. I look at the video, she's telling people, I quit my job. I bought all the equipment to do my business, but my former employer's calling me back because there's a client that is struggling and I don't know. I'm kind of like lost of what to do. Should I go back to my job? Should I continue with my dream? And you could tell the whole video is fake. And I'm like, dag, man. Like, what kind of stupid content is this where you're literally online telling people you quit your job and you're stuck between the two? You don't know if you should go back to your job or should you start your business. Like, it makes no sense when you're really paying attention. People are in the comments like, Girl, you should do your business. Some are saying you should go back to the 9 to 5. And it's like it created a world of confusion where the viewers are really invested in what she's saying, but it's fake. And that's the kind of content that is on YouTube right now. You know, if you have a 9 to 5, keep your 9 to 5, man. Keep your 9 to 5 and branch out into other things. You don't quit your job to come to YouTube. That's dumb. Anybody that do that is dumb. That's my word, man. Now, if your job fired you and you were forced to do YouTube full time, that's a different ball game. But when I was at the 9 to 5, I wasn't quitting my job to come to YouTube. I thought about it many times. I thought about it because although I loved the job, I felt that at my age, it's time to move on. You know, you get to a certain age and it's like, I gotta make some changes. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep doing this thing. And like I said, the job is the career that I had was very, very good, pays very well. At the same time, I didn't want to keep doing it for another 2 years. So my plan was to leave in about 1 year. And that's when the pandemic happened. And I guess everything worked in a way where I was removed from what I wanted to be removed from. And I didn't even plan it like that. It just happened. So um I didn't quit, you know. It's like things just aligned itself and everything just went It went, that path. So if you quit your job to come to YouTube to be a YouTuber and you don't even know what you're doing, you're going to be broke. You're not going to make no money. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. When you come to YouTube, you got to make videos. First of all, you got to be monetized, right? You got to be monetized and you get paid every 1,000 views. So every 1,000 views, you get paid a certain amount from advertisers. So if nobody's watching your videos and you don't earn anything, you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting nothing. You're going to be broke. You're going to be miserable because you get paid every 1,000 views. So if nobody's watching your content, if nobody's really feeling you, then what are you going to do? You're going to be sitting home watching reruns of Gunsmoke, pissed off with the world. You see? That's what's going to happen. You're going to be pissed off. It don't work like that. There's no get rich quick scheme on social media. A lot of influencers are manipulators. Being that I've been on YouTube since 2006, I'm cut from the cloth that actually tells the truth. I'm cut from the cloth that actually speak to people reality. A lot of newer content creators that had overnight success, a lot of them have to continue to lie to you in order to make it. That's why it's difficult for people that speak the truth to really build with you, the viewer, because you're so accustomed to being lied to that the minute somebody tell you the truth, you don't receive it. It's sort of like when a preacher, and I'm talking about a real preacher, preaches the gospel. When a real pastor teaches you about Jesus Christ and teaches you to repent of your sins, you don't want to hear that. Well, that's exactly how it is on social media when somebody tell you the truth. As soon as they tell you the truth, you leave. You're like, boring, I'm out. Why? Because you want to be lied to. You want to be manipulated. You want to be deceived. So what content creators figured out is strategy on how to keep you viewing. So what they do is they lie to you. They deceive you. Let me give you a little example. What's going on, everybody? Got up this morning, got my kids ready to go to school, and I get a phone call from the job. Wife she already left to go to work and whatnot, but I don't even supposed to be here right now. I should be at work. I get a call from the job telling me I've been laid off. I worked at this company for 25 years. 25 years I've given my life. And all they gave me was a courtesy call. Tell me don't come in today. After 20 plus years. Just purchased this house. Wife don't know. I'm literally sitting here confused. We just moved into the house about a month ago. Everything was going well. Her income cannot keep this house going. It was my income was the main source. Do you see how I do that? You see that? You see that? That's how they lied to you. You see how I just did that? See how I just did that story? Some of y'all so slow, y'all literally was invested and believed. That's what I mean. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to get you in, lock you in, and before you know it, you're invested and you believe in a lie. That's what goes on, fam. Babyface that says that was boring. Well, stop viewing if that was boring. Bye. This is the problem, people. You got people that do these things every day. And it's like nothing is real. And then guess what? Right after he finished doing that, he's going to hit you with the, oh, I need you to do this for me and that for me. And you don't even know them. You got people that be on YouTube, you don't even know them. And they start asking for financial support. You don't even know them. You don't even know these people. And they immediately come in and start begging. It's one thing if this is a person that y'all familiar with, they've been doing content for years, and they fell on hard times and they ask for y'all support. That's a different story. Y'all should come through for that person. But you got people that come on YouTube that you don't even know these people. They just started YouTube like a month ago, and when they realize it's not for them, all of a sudden they got the GoFundMe set up, they got the Cash App, they got this, and they talking about they got put out their house and they need you. They never made no content. You don't even know who they are. And it's like, wait a minute. They're giving you a sob story. And it's like, what the hell? What? Well, I need 200,000 because, dude, I don't even know who you are. This is what they do every day. You know? Shout out Forever Studios. See you in the building. Let me see. See, a lot of y'all, right? I'm going to tell you something. Y'all ready for this? So like how some of y'all saying people on YouTube be begging and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Oh, watch this. A lot of y'all be viewing the very same people that are deceiving everybody. So when you say people be on YouTube begging, no, go sell something. If you're watching a YouTuber that is deceiving people, it's the equivalent of you giving them everything because they're actually begging and you're supplying them with what they need. And that's you viewing. Because when you view, they get paid. For example, DoDash, right? In every video she makes, she's always telling you about a YouTube update, how much money she made. Always. She's always telling you about ad revenue and money she made and all of this nonsense, right? So now, think about this. In every video, she's always telling you how much she made. Is that content? No. Imagine a person always telling you, hey, this is how much money I made. This is how much money I made. This is how much money I made. It gets boring after a while. But that's what she's doing. So how is she making that money? By you watching. Not because she did something special. You're watching. So it's the equivalent of begging because she's not really providing you content. She's just posting the same thing every day. And you keep watching. That's what's going on right now. And they're promising people things that is not going to happen. It's not going to last long. It's what you call a one-hit wonder. You know? It's called one-hit wonder. Do not quit your 9-to-5 job, people, to come to YouTube. You do your 9-to-5, and if you want to start a YouTube to test the waters, you do that. But don't quit your job. You don't ever quit. Don't ever quit the job. I don't care if you don't like your job. You keep your job. You know what's so crazy? The old job that I had that let me go due to the pandemic, if I want it, I can go back and get that job. If I want, I can literally go back and get it. Because what's so crazy about it is now that the mandate nonsense is over, all of the people they let go, they want them back. That's so crazy, fam. Absolutely crazy. But I don't want the job back. I would never go back. Once you cut me off, it's a done deal. I would never do that. That's like degrading yourself. That's like breaking up in a relationship, and then the person contacts you again, say, "Oh, I want you back." How you want me back? You dumped me. If you go back, you a fool. You know. So don't ever quit your 9-to-5 to come onto YouTube because it is not what you think it is. You have to be a person that actually do the work. Are you going to be committed to making content every minute? Are you going to come up with bigger strategy plans? Because if you keep doing the same content over and over and over and over, eventually what happens is the audience that watch you, they're going to get bored and they're going to move on. They're going to find somebody else. They're going to find somebody else to watch because your content is so repetitive. It's not new. It's not creative. It's just boring. It's the same thing. It's like, and that's exactly what's happening with DoDash. I'm also hearing word. I don't even know if it's true. I'm hearing word that there was a particular YouTuber that had his channel terminated because he was AI. I'm not sure if it's true. I don't know. But they said his name was Dash of something with Faith or whatever. I don't know. Flash Dash, Faith, something. But they're saying that, and this is just rumors, I don't know if it's true, but they're saying that the entire channel was AI, that it wasn't a real person. And the person, whoever had the account, had everybody gassed up. And I don't know if it's 100% true or accurate, because I never seen the person's channel. I never seen it. But that's how far some people will go in order to make money on YouTube. They will use AI to make content. You know? And it's sad, man. Absolutely sad. Now, I don't think that that person's account has been terminated by YouTube. I think that they put the account in incognito mode where the account is invisible, because if account was terminated by YouTube, when you go to their URL and you click on it, it will say this channel was terminated due to XYZ. So I don't think that account has been terminated. That's why I said it's probably a rumor. I believe something happened and they put the channel in invisible mode. So if you see that channel resurface again, then that means I was correct. Because again, I've been on YouTube since 2006. So there's certain things I just know. Right? I never watched that channel Dash of Faith, so I don't even know who it is. I thought it was a black person, but some people are saying it was a white man or whatever the case is. I don't even know. But people are saying one particular YouTuber, I guess he made a video saying that it's AI or something. I never seen not one video by whoever that is. I don't know if they're an established YouTuber, if they're a new YouTuber. I don't know what it is because I never seen them. But what I do know is that they was similar to the Dash type content. And it's interesting they both have Dash in their name. You know? He was asking his viewers to run the videos so he can get watch time hours. No, he wasn't established. He started because of Dash. Well, if what you saying is true, he violated YouTube's system. That's a hack. You can't tell people to go watch your videos. He was asking his viewers to run the videos so he can get watch time hours. So basically what he's asking viewers to do is to, I guess, watch or just let the videos, or basically what I'm looking at is he probably let people put the videos on loop mode and play them over and over in order for him to get watch time hours and AdSense. Yeah, YouTube will shut you down for that. You can't do that. If you choose to watch something, that's on you. But if you're telling people to do that in your videos, that can get you in some hot water. They'll just remove you. You can't do that. What? Hold on a second. He what? Background mode while they sleep? Nah, you can't do that. You can't tell people to. That's like, nah, that's a hack. That just shows that he's greedy for money. He got to go. Anybody that does that got to go. YouTube ain't going to tolerate that mess because you're cheating the system. Imagine telling 1,000 people to do that. It'll manipulate the system. Matter of fact, your channel will get terminated automatically because the YouTube system will realize that there's hundreds of channels that are looping all of your videos and it's ranking up ads and all sorts of views. They would just shut your channel down automatically because the views are not authentic, organic views. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the things that a lot of people just don't understand. When you got YouTubers trying to cheat the system in order to make money on YouTube, they got to go. They got to go. Do not follow people like that. They make it bad for YouTube. They make it bad for content creators because it goes to show it's not about the content. They're just thirsty for money. And this is how it is with Miss Dash. She just want money. She don't care about content. She don't care about you. She don't care about viewers. She don't care about anything. It's how can I make and maximize profits? That's it. The reason why I am so passionate about what I believe and how I communicate to you, the viewer, is because I've been an established YouTuber since 2006. So I'm cut from the type of cloth that says, I want to do the right thing. I want to speak to the viewers where they are. I want to give them accurate information, accurate knowledge, and I might not get all the views. I might not make all the money. I might not gain all the subscribers. But what I will definitely gain is your respect. Because why? I'm telling you the truth, and I'm not trying to gaslight or sugarcoat or love bomb you with a bunch of nonsense. I'm speaking to you as if though you're right in front of me. Because here's the thing. Life is serious. You go quit your 9 to 5 to come on YouTube thinking you're going to be an overnight sensation. You're going to be sadly mistaken. Well, I don't know what it is. When I talk, it's like I be rhyming. I don't know if you've been noticing that. That's crazy. It's like when I be talking, I be rhyming. But if you quit your 9 to 5 to come online to be a new YouTube sensation, you're going to learn real fast that YouTube is a lot of work. Just like with any business, you have to put in the time, the effort, the money. You got to work. You know how much money I put into my YouTube channel? You know how much money I put into my production? You know how much money? A lot. A lot of money, fam. I'm literally building an entire studio right now, fam. An entire production studio. All right? Let's go on a little tour. Because what I'm trying to show you is the real. I'm trying to show you how serious this is, fam. So now, check this out. This room is still a wreck because, like I said, I'm working on it, right? But I'm literally building an entire studio, right? Everything is being set up. You see the ceiling? You see all of that? Right? I don't know if you can see. Where's my light? Where's my light? Because I have a light in here, but it's dim. Right? But I want to show you just so that you can understand how serious this is, right? If you look, right, that's going to be my work desk, right? You see the walls, you see the ceiling, you see all of that stuff that I have there. Check it out. You see that? Ringo TV reactions, LED on the wall and whatnot. You see that? I have to get everything wired up. See all my camera stuff that I have there, right? So I'm building. See that? See, this is work. So when you see a lot of people talking about they want to come to YouTube, they want to do this, they want to do that. See all my monitors. This is from when I moved. 3-inch monitors, high quality stuff. And it's like there's a lot of stuff to do. This is the back part over here. You can't really see it, but it's a lot. Oh, where's my damn light? Oh, there we go. All right. Back part of the room over there. Those are called diffusers. Those are bass traps in the corner. You see how that is? Right? See all of that? On the other side. See? So I'm designing the whole room, fixing it up. You know what I mean? Got the gaming set up. You know what I mean? Everything is nice. I got all the wiring stuff I got to wire up. Computers over here still in the plastic. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing, fam. A lot of things that you got to do. Now, I already had a studio when I was in New York, but the whole thing is I have to rebuild. And it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy at all. So if you want to come on YouTube, you got to spend money. You got to spend a heck of a lot of money. You ain't going to come up here and be an overnight success. You don't want to invest in your product. You don't want to invest in your production. You don't want to invest in nothing. It ain't going to work for you. Shout out to, let me see. Who's this front word? $1.99. It says, and he's the only person Dodash shouted out. What? So hold up. Dodash only shouted out the Dash of Faith person. That mean that they're both working together. That mean that they're both working together. Let me see. Someone asked, listen, people, could we all agree on something real fast? I'm not God. I'm not God. There's no way I can know something unless you tell me. If you have information of someone asking Dodash for a refund, send me the receipts. I'm a content creator. I'm not God. If you're out there and you see something in these YouTube streets, send me the video to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. You have a responsibility too. If you want to see content from me, you just can't say, well, Ringo, did you know that somebody, how could I know? How could I know? I'm busy. If you see something, tell me about it. Just like when I see something, I tell you about it through videos. One hand washes the other. Right? Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. I'm looking at the comments where people was looking at the studio. It's not done yet. When the studio is done, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be the best studio. It's gonna be the best studio on YouTube. Nobody else is gonna have a studio like that. Nobody else. There's nobody on YouTube that have a better studio than me right now. Nobody. I invested. Listen, my studio value way more than $200,000. I invested my damn life into this. You understand? I don't play when it comes to the work that I do, because remember, I'm a music producer as well as a movie producer, director, editor. And I'm about to embark on film. And I take this stuff very serious. It's now or never. You got one life, people. One life. If you go out cheap, it ain't gonna be good for you. If you gonna do what you gonna do, you gotta spend every dollar you got. If you want to be really successful, you gotta go broke to be successful. Real talk. And I'm not talking about go broke and it's not a sure thing. I'm talking about you gotta know what you want to do and you gotta invest all your money into it. All your money. You have one life. One. So you gotta invest in what you do best. It's the way it goes, right? Somebody said a lot of gamers on YouTube. I don't care about what gamers are on YouTube. You got to care. You got to be concerned with what you're doing. See, that's the problem. A lot of times people are concerned with who's on YouTube. I don't care who's on YouTube. Nobody does it like me. I don't care if there's 100 million people on YouTube doing content. Nobody could do content better than me. Your mentality got to be nobody's better than me. I'm the best at what I do. Then that's a fact. People copy me. I'm the pioneer in these YouTube streets. A lot of these content creators learn from me. Literally, even till this day. They would never admit it. They would never do it. But if you watch them, you'll see all of my creativity, all of my style, different things that I do, my lingo, how I flow. You'll see it all in their content. You'll be like, yeah, they watch Ringo. Definitely. Because I've been doing it since 2006. You know what I mean? Let me see. What's going on? Okay. Somebody said, what this person said? Too much pride. Yeah, you jealous. Anytime somebody say pride, those people are jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have haters that when you talk about your success, you talk about the things you're doing and they say too much pride, those people don't got no life. So the first thing they want to do is dim your light and try to make you feel like you're not good enough to do what you want to do. Those people are miserable. See, I'm already established. I already know who I am. You can't stop me. Not when I already know what I'm doing. That's the beauty of being who you are. See, a lot of times you hear on YouTube, come on YouTube, do content, be who you are. But a lot of you are not being who you are. You're not. Because if you're being who you are, you would know that YouTube is not even for you. It's not. Just be honest. Stay at the 9 to 5, do your thing. If you want to start a YouTube and kind of, touch the waters and test the waters a little bit, you can do that. But you got to find your way. You got to know if this is right for you. A lot of times people go get a 9 to 5 and then they learn they don't even like the job. The job is frustrating them. YouTube will make you miserable because if it's not for you, you're going to be stressed out. I'm telling you, because you got to make videos every day. You got to make videos all the time. And your videos need to be relevant. And you got to be able to hold an audience. You got to be able to hold the crowd. You just can't come on YouTube and just make one video and get rich. It ain't going to work. Don't let nobody sell you a dream and sell you a promise that's not true. Yeah, but DoDash, she made a video and, she got views. That's because all of y'all viewing. The question you have to ask yourself is this. Are you still viewing DoDash the way you was in the beginning? A lot of y'all don't even watch her no more. A lot of y'all don't even watch DoorDash no more. You can't see her views went down. Her views went down because a lot of people woke up. She might have a few comments still, but for the most part, a lot of people got tired of her real quick. They're like, man, okay, I'm done. I'm not even watching her no more. Why? Because they learn all she do is tell people how much money she make. People don't want to hear how much money you make all day. Nobody, number one, nobody should know how much you make. If you work at the 9 to 5, it's none of my business how much money you make. Matter of fact, if somebody asks you how much money you make, that's offensive. Imagine you a dude, you talking to a woman, first thing she asks you is, hey brother, how much money you make? You gonna look at her like she crazy. Like, why you asking me how much money I make? Y'all remember the scene in the movie Heat, Robert De Niro? You remember when he was in the coffee shop or the whatever shop? I'm not sure if it was a coffee shop or a bar. And the woman walked in and she sat next to him. She was from the library. And she was like, what do you do? What are you reading? And he was like, well, woman, why are you so interested in what I'm doing? See how that happened? He got offended because when you first meet a person and you want to know what they do, it's offensive. It's like, why are you in my business like that? Who are you? Who sent you? So when you see somebody come on YouTube and they're telling you how much money they make, at first, because you want to do YouTube to make money, you'll listen to them because again, you're desperate. The people that watched DoorDash, they were desperate. They wanted answers, solutions. They thought this was a quick money-making opportunity. She made them believe. So they tuned in. They viewed. But now it's at the point where it is stale. Why? Because every time she come on camera, she go like this. I can't believe this. My ad revenue. People tired of seeing that. They're tired of seeing it, fam. Because a lot of people quit their jobs. A lot of people started YouTubes and they're not even getting no views. And they're like, yo, what the heck? I'm not even getting no views. I thought you said I'm going to get views. They're tired of this. So what's happening is she's posting videos and now the videos ain't getting no more views. If you go to her channel, the views are not going up the way they were before. This is what happens when people are repetitive in doing the same kind of content. This is what happens when people are manipulative. This is what happens when people are deceptive. This is what happens when people scam. This is what happens. You can't continue to lie because eventually the community is going to come for you. The community is going to expose you. The community is going to reveal who you really are. People that have been doing YouTube forever, we can look at DoorDash and we can know that she's not real. We can see that. And it's unfair because what's happening is she's telling you one thing, and then when you go do it, it's going to make you lose your mind. There are people that are on YouTube right now crying because they quit their job because she told them to quit their job. And there's people, I seen one dude with a man. Dude is frustrated. He said he quit his job because he was inspired by DoorDash. Bro, why you quit your job, bro? This is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Dude quit his job, came on YouTube, thought he was going to make money overnight. Come to find out he's not monetized. His videos get no views. He got about 10 videos with no views, guys. Quit his job. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, this is sad, man. Absolutely sad, fam. Let me see. Somebody said the Kelly, she mentioned Ringo for exposing DoorDash. I think I seen some videos by someone named Kelly. I'm not sure. I have to probably check it out. I'm the first to actually expose DoorDash. Nobody else. Everybody else started following the trend. You know how that go. I'm the first to expose DoorDash. The first. I'm always exposing these charlatans and manipulators. And shout out to V-Dub, man. I see you in the building, blocking the trolls. Um, let me see what we got. Uh, why am I hearing a computer? That's weird. My phone may end up ringing. I know. Am I bugging? I just heard a phone ring in my house. That's some creepy stuff. My phone might end up ringing. But it wasn't a phone. It was a. That's wow. I don't know. Some creepy stuff, fam. I just literally heard a phone ringing, bro. I know I have another phone. I have another phone that I don't even use that I literally put on, but I never used it. I had it for about 2 months and never used it. Got a whole new number, paying more bills, and I didn't even use the phone. I got to turn it off. That's probably the phone that's ringing. Let me see. Uh, at Ringo, thank you for the pros and cons about YouTube. See, here's the thing. A lot of you can do YouTube, but the thing that concerns me is it really right for you? And are you doing it for the right reasons? I mean, if you coming on YouTube, don't come on because your focus is money, because you're not focusing on content. You're not focused on the content. If you're just focusing on making money, it's not going to work. You're focused on greed. Yes, we all need money to survive. We all know that. But there's a difference between needing money to survive versus being greedy, versus you're desperate. You'll do anything to get put on. There's so many pyramid schemes on YouTube, so many hacks, so many scams, and it's just sad, man. It really is sad. There's different ways of doing content that is more on the legit legal side of YouTube. Like you got content where, for example, somebody said earlier that some Dash of Faith character was trying to tell people to do some illegal stuff on YouTube in order for them to get views. That right there goes against YouTube's guidelines. You can't do that. But there are ways in which you can make money and earn by doing content that is more or less like, um, let's say, a 4 or 5 hour video of mood music, or meditation music for people that are like in college and they're studying and stuff like that. You know, you have videos like that that have a lot of mood music with a lot of nice backgrounds and stuff, and it plays for 4 to 5 hours, stuff like that, because people that study, they use that kind of content in order to get them through. So that kind of content is within guidelines that you could actually do because you're not cheating the system. The problem is a lot of people come on YouTube and they don't really know what to do content wise. So they get into scams, they get into schemes, and it makes it bad because it lowers the value of the content. And when you lower the value of the content, you lower the viewer experience. So now when you come to YouTube to view content, everything is fake. Everything is fake. People are lying. Everybody's doing skits. So you're watching fake videos so much that by the time somebody show you a real video, you look at that as fake when the fake videos is fake. This is just sad all around, you know? Um, Shout out to Mogul Maze for the support. Says, absolute the truth. I think it has to be in you, and at any given time your channel can be taken down for various reasons. Well, that's another thing. Let's tackle that. Your channel being taken down for various reasons. The only way anything can happen to your channel is two ways. One, haters. Haters that don't like you, haters that just want to, see you gone. They'll try to do certain things wickedly to try to remove you because they just don't want you around. But then again, even if they're trying to do those things, it's not going to really work unless you're breaking a rule. A lot of times on YouTube, this is why YouTube is one of those kind of places where, and it's sad to say, right? But you got to hear me. When you're successful on YouTube, this is why I tell content creators not to mix mingle with other people. A lot of people that are on YouTube don't like each other. A lot of people hate one another. These are things that a lot of you viewers don't understand. A lot of content creators are jealous of one another. They envy one another because it's a competition. So you might be the type of content creator that is very influential and everybody like you. Then there's another influencer that person's copying everything you do, but they can't really get the views and the numbers because you're here. So they'll try to plot against you to see if they could get you out of here because they hate you. You being here is preventing them from making the money they want to make, and they have a red eye towards you. So it's a dog eat dog world. This is why I tell people that come to YouTube, don't try to be friends with content creators. Stop trying to mix mingle with content creators, especially if they look like you. I'm telling you the truth. People that look like me are the ones that are my most haters. Not the white man, not the Asian man. It's the people that look like me. The people that look like me want me dead. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you have YouTubers that are on here right now that wish I was dead. They really do. You'll have people that try to false report you, file copyright claims, all sorts of evil things because they want to stop you from making money. Very, very wicked people. I mean, these people will see that you have family, children. They don't care. They're evil. It's some sick individuals. So a lot of times you hear people say stuff like doing YouTube or being a content creator is risky because anything can happen. And, people, you can be at your 9 to 5 and anything can happen. Do you see the deception? Do you see the deception of what you're under? Don't listen to people when they say that. Again, YouTube is content. So if a YouTuber comes online and say, being a content creator is risky, everybody's losing their channels, that becomes content creation, and now everybody's viewing it, and that content creator is making money. If everything is risky, then the person who made the video is at risk too. You see that? Don't listen to stuff like that because it will make you feel like, I don't want to do this because everybody's losing channels and it's risky and it's not beneficial. And so you know what? I'm discouraged. I'm not doing it. That can happen anywhere. You could be at the 9 to 5 job and it could be risky. All of you that work at a 9 to 5 job, it's not guaranteed to be there forever. Your employer can call you in and say you're fired today. They can downsize the company and lay you off. Do you think about that every day? No. Most of you think your job going to be there forever, not realizing that it can end tomorrow. So what makes you think that on YouTube, nothing is going to last and this can happen and YouTube can take this away? Your job and your employer can take your job away. Come on, people. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing games. Everything is risky. The point is, don't live in fear and don't walk in fear. You're going to have a lot of haters, a lot of enemies. Don't worry about them. You know what I mean? I got a lot of haters. I got a lot of envy people, man. I got people that cannot stand me because I'm blessed. I got people that don't like me because I'm good at what I do, and they're not. They're not good at what they do. Me being here exposes who they really are. They can't stand it. And this is why I don't understand. Like, for example, on YouTube, and beware of this, guys. Beware of this. You ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the ultimate truth. Be ready for this one. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the ultimate truth of what to beware of when you're on YouTube. Are you ready? Beware of people that call themselves life coaches. I just exposed everybody. Anybody you see on social media calling themselves a life coach is a fraud. Do you understand me? One of the biggest scams on social media is somebody posing as a coach, claiming that they got all the answers for you. And then this is what they do. They want you to pay them a fee. In other words, somebody claiming to be a life coach, you got to pay them $50, $100 for a one-on-one. Anybody you see wanting a one-on-one session is a scam. It's a scam. They're playing you. Because what they're going to do is take your money and then tell you what they tell everybody. Everything they tell you privately is exactly what they tell everybody else privately. It's not no new session. It's the same play for the cash. I've seen so many people on YouTube claim to be coaches, claim to be life coaches. These people can't even handle criticism. These people cry at the slight of criticism. They start crying. And I'm like, how you a life coach? And when people talk about you, you cry. But you a coach? Imagine being on a football team and your coach is being rough on you for you to learn the game. But when another person call out your coach for doing wrong things, he fold and start to cry. And you see your coach, who you believe and trust in as a strong man, weak, crying because somebody else criticized them. Don't believe people when they tell you they life coaches, fam. Biggest scams of all. This is why with DoorDash, she made a so-called $19 YouTube strategy that will give you success. We reviewed the YouTube strategy guide. There's nothing in that guide that will give you success. Nothing. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy her $19 course, you will be disappointed. She's preying on, and no offense to anybody that is older. I got much respect for older people. I got much respect for my elders. I'm 47, but at the same time, people that are well into their 60s and 70s, I respect those people very much because it's like talking to my mom or my dad, right? But this is what she's doing. She's targeting elderly people because she know you're not as tech savvy as a person who is in their 30s, 40s, even teenagers. So she know that because of your age, you may not be as tech savvy or understanding how YouTube works. So she'll sell you a $19 strategy guide because remember, one of her first videos was if you're over 50, get your ASS on YouTube. So the majority of her viewers, oh man, I just tapped into some guys. I'm the first to just tap into this. I just tapped into something that no content creator tapped into. One of her viral videos that got over 300,000 views was if you're over 50, get your AZ on YouTube. So who do you think is the majority of her viewers? People over 50. So who do you think are the majority of people trying to quit their jobs to be on YouTube? People over 50. Who is more likely to buy her $19 course? People over 50. And most of these people may not be as tech savvy as you would think. So the information in her video, although it is useful in terms of things you should do, it is so basic that a person that's in their 60s and 70s, they'll look at it as great advice. But really, it's not advice. These are basic things you should know already. When you sign up to YouTube, you're supposed to set a password. In her guide, she's telling you to secure your channel by setting a password. That's not advice to be successful on YouTube. That's basic information anybody should know when they sign up to Google, you know? Another thing is she told you have a channel banner art at the top of your channel. That's not going to help you be successful on YouTube. That's common knowledge you should do when you sign up to Google. So what I'm trying to say is everything that's in her $19 strategy guide, it's not strategy to help you grow. It's basic information you should already know. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe you sold this for 19 bucks. It's sad. You know? It's absolutely sad, guys. Look, what's going on YouTube right now is that a plethora of people, a truckload of people are coming on YouTube because they all are wanting money. They're all running to YouTube because they think YouTube is their savior. And all of you need to go right back to that 9 to 5 because you don't belong here, fam. Some of y'all are supposed to be viewers, not content creators. I'm just being honest, man. A lot of you supposed to be viewers so that you can learn from the people that's actually doing it. For example, if I'm talking all of this talk here, I'm doing content, real content. Do you see DoDash doing this? Do you see DoDash breaking things down the way I'm doing right here? This is what you call a professional content creator, literally giving you all sorts of insights and understanding. If you're sitting on your 9 to 5 right now doing your job and you're listening to me right now, you know what that's helping you to do? It's helping you to be sharper in your mind. So that if you ever decided to do YouTube in the future, you know what to do, you know what to expect. You can pretty much understand, okay, as a YouTuber, let me not mix mingle with everybody. Let me not try to be friends with everybody. I'm not saying you can't interact. I'm not saying you can't be social. I'm not saying you can't network with certain creators. What I'm saying is YouTube is a dog eat dog world. You can't trust people on YouTube, guys. I promise you, YouTube is a dog eat dog world. A lot of people not going to like you. If you're a person and you really got talent, you got something popping, you're really good at something, they're going to hate you, fam. I've been on people platforms where I'll see somebody doing a live stream, I'll see somebody doing content, and I'll come in there and I'll salute the person because I genuinely like what they're doing. And when I do that, they hate me. Or they'll do something stupid and I'm like, damn, bro, sis, when I saw you, I was trying to salute. Like, damn, I didn't know you hate me. So what it taught me is not to really rock with people. That's what it taught me. I've been on channels where I'll see a brother that once got no views. And what I did is I went to their channel and I kind of just salute them. Hey, bro, congratulations, man. They don't even respond. And I'm like, damn. Wow. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna really rock with nobody then. So what it taught me is not to really mix mingle with people. That's why I roll solo. I roll completely solo. I'm not interested in working with anybody, collaborating with anybody. I'm not interested in none of that. I'm interested in only doing my own thing. Everybody, do you do your thing? I do my thing. Leave me alone. Because I tried to do all of that stuff. I tried to collaborate with people. I try to do different things, work with people, and I realized that it only causes more trouble. It causes more problems. Beefs happen, fallouts. These are the type of things you want to avoid if you come on YouTube. You want to avoid the drama, So the best thing to do as a content creator is just be about your own business, shine, grind, make content, innovate. There are a few content creators right now that probably hate me, right? There's some content creators on YouTube right now. Believe this or not, ladies and gentlemen, no cap. There are some content creators on YouTube that don't like me. They hate me. They don't want nothing to do with me. But guess what? I respect them. I like the way they do their content. I respect the success they have. And in some ways, they sharpen what I do. You see how I can admit that? It's because I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm not cut from the cloth that actually hate other YouTubers because of their success. I actually look at how they move and I figure out, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what's that. Okay, I'm going to become more sharp in my game to perfect what I do. But they don't like me, but I respect what they do. And I'm not a hater. I'm really not. I don't got a hater bone in me. A lot of times when I do videos about DoorDash, people think, oh, you're a hater. I'm not a hater. My expertise is exposing liars and manipulators. My expertise is doing reaction videos and content. My expertise is teaching on different topics to illustrate what people should or shouldn't do. I'm very good at speaking and teaching on different topics due to the experience I have. So a lot of times people will label me as a hater. Oh, you're just jealous of her. She makes more money than you. The woman just got one YouTube check. How you gonna tell me that a woman that just got paid on YouTube is making more money than me? And if she was making more money than me, I really don't care. Because I'm not in competition to see who makes more money. You understand what I'm saying? That's called competitive jealousy. I'm not interested in that because I know my potential and what I could make. I just showed y'all that I'm building a studio. I did not show you that? Okay. If I showed you that I'm building a studio, you think I'm building that for nothing? You think I'm building that to be broke? You think I'm building a whole studio to be broke? Fam, I got $1 million plans and ideas on my mind. I'm not worried about YouTubers. I'm not worried about what somebody make. I'm concerned about what I make. I'm concerned about building what I'm building. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much the focus you should have. You shouldn't be worried about how much money somebody make. This is why when DoorDash continually tell you guys how much money she's making every day, that's not professionalism. That's not something you should do. It's nobody's business how much money you make. You really shouldn't be flashing how much money you make. It's not cool. I would never do stuff like that, like literally telling you, hey, this is how much money I made this month. That's how much money I made that month. Because what's going to happen is this. If you show people how much money you make a month, a lot of times people going to think that's how much you make every month. And that's not how it is on YouTube. On YouTube, your payout can fluctuate. Your payout can be good this month, and then it's bad for the next 5 months. And the only reason why it's bad for the next 5 months is because you're not grinding. YouTube is a hustle. It's a grind. You got to grind. And the thing is, if you're only focusing on AdSense, then you got to grind all day because it's going to go up and down. So there's different ways of making money. You can have sponsorships, you can have this, you can have that. But now, in order to have sponsorships, you got to sell out. I'm just being honest with you, fam. In order to have sponsorships, you got to sell out. Not all people sell out now. Not all. But to be sponsored, you have to sell out. I had sponsors reach out to me. Already. It was one particular sponsor that had reached out. And what's crazy is he reached out when I didn't have 100K subs. He reached out. He was like, yeah, we would like to do this, do business with you. And you promote our product. You get cut on the back end. Boom, boom, boom. And I think I just ignored it. I just ignored it because I don't use their product and I don't want to be fake promoting a product. It was something dealing with something you put on your beard or some nonsense facial stuff for men. And I just turned down that nonsense. I was like, I don't care about this because it's like you got to keep promoting them. And it's like, I don't want to have that in my videos. You know what I mean? And I don't use the product and I don't want to be fake of acting like, and I see other YouTubers, they use the same company and they use that all the time. I'm like, first of all, I know you being fake and I know you just doing it to make $1. You know what I mean? That's what I mean about selling yourself because you're being fake. Now, on the other hand, if I'm doing music and I got a whole music channel and companies are reaching out to me to do reviews of their products in terms of music products, that I would do. You know why? Because I actually use the products. I actually use the music software. So in that regard, I wouldn't mind doing it because not only do certain companies send you things for free, but you also get commissions and payouts and different things, which is beneficial to you. So if you can have a lot of sponsorships on YouTube due to the niche that you're in, as well as being monetized, collecting AdSense revenue, membership monies, donations, cash apps, super chats, then it can really grow and you can get, a certain amount of money every month, man. doing pretty well, you know? But a lot of people want to quit their 9 to 5 to come to YouTube to get that. And it's not going to happen because you got to set up a lot of different things. It's not just going to happen overnight. Why would, listen, I see a lot of people, right? They got cash apps, they got the super chat set, and they be wondering why nobody's sending them a bunch of money. Because you ain't making no content that nobody like. You got to make content, people. You got to make content. Once I finish up with this studio and I'm making my content, fam, it's over. It's over for a lot of content creators that been pretty much making their bread steadily, doing what they got to do, because now I'm back on my grind again. And once I get back on my grind, all of those viewers that are watching all of y'all, they're going to be watching me. Because my studio is going to be fly. We're going to be chilling. We're going to have a lot of content. We're going to have a lot of things popping. I'm taking things to a whole nother level. And it's going to be such a beautiful setting. Viewers are going to love watching my videos because I invested into the product. I invested into the business. And this is something a lot of creators don't do. They just want to pick up a cell phone, like how I have my face on a cell phone right now, and they call this their setup. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. You could do that. But I'm a professional. I want to be in a studio. I want to be in a setting that when you viewers view me, you see a professional studio and everything is just beautiful. And it's very creative. I need to have a creative environment to produce content. You can't be creative on a cell phone. All you could do is pick it up and talk. But in the studio, you have all your software. You can edit. You got state-of-the-art cameras, all sorts of equipment, computers. Man, it's just the sky's the limit. There's so much content you could be making. And I have 2 different studio setups in the house. Not only that, I'm doing an entire movie. I'm doing an entire family show. I'm doing so many different things that I'm gonna be working on. The content is gonna go to the next level beyond what you see other content creators doing, because they're gonna stay stuck doing the same thing while I'm innovating for the future. And this is something that a lot of content creators don't understand. They keep doing the same thing, same thing, same thing. And what happened is the YouTube becomes oversaturated with everybody doing the same thing. It's just like if something happened with P. Diddy, the reaction niche content creators, they're all talking about the same thing. So what happens is over a certain amount of years, if everybody's doing the same thing, it's going to become boring. And the only way you'll be able to survive is if you're a person that is very good with speaking to people, very good with your knowledge, very good with your expertise, and people believe in what you talk about. Then you will survive the content apocalypse that may end up happening where nobody's not watching certain people no more. So you got to be able to uh, repackage yourself, innovate, create something new so that you have something that is so unique, it will always continue to grow. And this is something a lot of people just not into. They just think they could just grab a camera, come on YouTube, quit their job, and make money. It's not going to work like that. Yeah, if you're different, you stand out from the rest. If you're different, you will stand out from the rest. And that's something a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to be different. They want to follow what other people do. You know? Once you find out what you could do, you got to create a product. Again, as a content creator, you want to be a producer. Don't just grab a cell phone camera and start recording and do that forever. You got to invest your money into what you do. You got to invest your money into being creative. You got to come up with strategy and ideas and products. Social media is a business. So you got to create a product that people can view, product that people can watch. Create something. Why do you think Netflix is popular? Because people make films and they throw them up on Netflix. Well, what happens if you made a film? What happens if you made some sort of production? See, it sounds easy to say, but to put in that work, to edit, to get the film going, to get the actors, to get this and that, that takes time and it takes money. And a lot of people ain't willing to invest. They want the easy way. And a lot of YouTubers are telling you to quit your job, go grab a camera and start recording. It ain't gonna work for you. It ain't gonna work, fam. Let me see. So again, A lot of you that listen to Miss Dodash in terms of going and quit your job, how did that work out for you? You quit your job and now you're broke. Look, guys, um, life is about working. You got to work. You got to work towards that goal. YouTube is work. It's not, oh, let me just make a video, I'm rich. No, you got to make videos all the time. You got to stay at it consistent, and you have to engage with the audience. On YouTube, you have to build relationships with your audience. They have to get to know you. For example, you got 202 people viewing right now. When you have time, go check out my channel introduction. On my channel introduction video, it tells you a lot about who I am, what I do. That video was shot in New York when I was in New York in my old studio, right? Just look at how that video looked. If you go look at my channel introduction video, look at how that video look. Look at the quality of the studio. Look at the setup. Look at everything that I'm doing, the aesthetics. Look at how that studio look. And then go look at all these other YouTubers that are playing with you, playing games. They're not taking this thing serious. I take what I do serious. That's why I'm putting in the work, putting in the time, doing what I have to do. And it's not easy. It's not easy, guys, because when you're building something great, you take losses, you lose money because you're spending a lot of money. And at the same time, you're not putting out the content you normally would. And it takes a while to build. So I'm taking losses even while doing content, even while building the studio. But I know I got to take losses in order to make gains. Sometimes you got to lose weight to gain muscle. You get what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing. You can't be afraid of the process, but you got to put in the work. Nobody want to put in the work. They just want the success. Everybody want overnight success. It's not going to work. You got to invest in what you believe in. You got to spend all the money in your bank account in what you believe in and go forward. What did 50 say? Get rich or die trying. Get rich or die trying. If this is something you believe in and you know you got the talent, you know you got the drive, you know you're gifted, then hey, do it. Do it. But you got to understand, you're taking a risk. You're taking a risk. So once you jump ship, be committed, man. Be committed. Do not let up. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. But what I'm suggesting is that before you take that leap of faith into social media, don't quit your day job. Don't quit your job. Keep your job. Start a couple of social medias, test the waters, make a couple of videos, see how it works for you. You know what I mean? It won't hurt. See how it works for you. If you make a video and it's doing good, then figure out how you can make another video that would make people watch. And before you know it, you'll be working at the 9 to 5, making videos and doing your thing. And like, wow, I'm making a few dollars now. Wow, I just got monetized. Oh, and see, a lot of times people get excited when they get monetized, but just because you get monetized doesn't mean you make money. Just because you get monetized doesn't mean you make money. And there's a lot of people that are monetized and they broke. Monetized don't mean you make money. I got channels that are monetized right now, but I don't even do no videos on those channels. So no money coming in on those channels. Being monetized don't mean anything. You got to generate money by doing content. And this is the thing that people don't want to do. You got to make content all day, every day, every day. You got to find out what's going on at all times, fam. You got to be always creative. Always innovating, always elevating, all day. It's endless. You got to keep doing this all the time, man. If this not for you, you are going to get tired. You are going to, just like how you tired at the 9 to 5. Oh, I'm tired of this job. I can't stand this job. I'm just working all day. I'm tired. Same way you'll be on YouTube. Same way you'll be on YouTube. And if you get creator's block, you're going to be even more messed up, because if you have creator's block, now you wake up in the morning, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to make. You're like, I don't know what to talk about. You start to panic. Listen, people, there are people that literally got strokes, heart attacks, and died, fam, on YouTube. This is not a game, bro. Success can break you. Success can kill you. You got to be prepared for success. Some people make a heck of a lot of money, and next minute they gone, fam. You got to watch yourself, take care of your health. There's so many different things. You can be stressed out if you're not making money, and you could be stressed out if you're making too much money. A lot of y'all want to make all this money. Money will stress you out. Having all of that money coming in and everybody coming at you and everybody want to be your friend and everybody want to work with you, it can stress you out. You become overwhelmed. You don't want to be around nobody. You want to take a month off of YouTube and stay away. Like, listen, just stay away from me, everybody. Why? Because you're prospering so much. The money is coming in so fast. You're like, look, there's too much people around me, man. All of y'all get out the office, man. There's too much people here. You start getting stressed out. It's crazy, fam. Doing content. Listen, in order for you to get paid on YouTube, you got to make content all day. And if you're not making content that's getting views, you got to keep making more content to get views in order to reach a certain threshold of views in order to make money that month. It's not easy, man. It's work. But if it's for you and it's something you love, this is the difference. If YouTube and doing content creation is something you love, you won't see it as work. You won't see it as work. You won't see it as a struggle. Why? Because you love to do content. But if you're doing it for money, man, yo, if anybody can actually understand what I'm saying, bro, you would be on your way. You got to be doing YouTube because you love it. When I started on YouTube in 2006, I was not monetized. YouTube didn't have no monetization in 2006. 2007, no monetization. 2008, no monetization. I think monetization came in probably around 2009, 2012, somewhere around there. It's so far back, I don't know. Maybe monetization happened in 2007. I don't know. But I know in 2006, all the way to about 2015, I was not monetized. I think I got monetized in probably 2017. In 2017 is when I got monetized on YouTube. Think about that, guys. I started YouTube in 2006. I was already viral. In 2006, I had a channel. The channel name was just Ringo TV. And another channel, Ringo for Life. You go check my channel, Ringo for Life, right now. It says registered 2006. On my YouTube channel, Ringo for Life and Ringo TV, every single time I post a video, I got 200,000 views. 200,000, 300,000, 500, a million views. I was destroying YouTube, exposing all Christian pastors. I got a couple of Christian pastors I got to expose right now. That's my core content that I originally start off with. I was getting so much views back then, it was crazy. And I wasn't even monetized. You know why? Not because I didn't want to make no money. I was doing it because I loved what I did. That's the difference between me and other YouTubers. I actually do what I love. So for me, it's not work. For me, it's a call. For me, it's a mission statement. So now that I do content, not only do I love what I do, but then I get paid for what I do. So now it's just fun. If you come on YouTube and you don't have that mindset, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be successful because you don't even love what you do. So you got people right now that are quitting their jobs, coming on YouTube, getting on a camera to talk, but they don't even like doing it. So what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to hate YouTube now. Now you're going to see YouTube the same way you looked at your job. I can't stand my job. All I'm doing is working all day. I can't stand it. I'm stressed. Well, that's exactly how you're going to be on YouTube. Stressed because you're going to be doing videos you don't want to do. You're going to be talking about topics you don't want to talk about. You're going to be trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out, and you're going to be stressed out. Just like you was on your job. You know why? Because it's not for you. It's not for you. You know? You got to love what you do. If you like to bake cookies and you want to do a YouTube channel about baking, then hey, do that. But you have to find out, is it going to be a profitable niche? Is it going to be a niche that can earn money? You know? Maybe it earn a little bit. But hey, if you're doing what you love, right? It should be no problem, right? But see, a lot of people, again, they don't come to YouTube because of what they love. They come to YouTube because they want to make money. And that's the problem. The problem is too many people are here because they just want to make money. They don't want to make content. So when you have people like that, the viewer experience goes down because you viewers that are here, I got 220 people. Now think about this, 220 people in the live. I've been streaming now for about 100 minutes. So think about that. I have the ability to keep people watching. There must be something that I'm doing correct because you're listening. You didn't just leave. You didn't just go away. You're still listening. You see that? So something is going on. Something I'm doing is making you, the viewer, stick to the show. Yeah, you can't be lazy. You can't be lazy if you're a content creator. You can't be lazy if you're on the job. Listen, people, everything you're doing on your 9-to-5 job, you got to do on YouTube. Do you understand? Everything. Somebody said, Ringo TV reaction. Do you think Mr. Beast did it for the money too? No, he didn't. Mr. Beast been on YouTube since the beginning too. I don't think that he did what he did on YouTube doing it for fun like everybody else. Everybody else that been on YouTube since the beginning. YouTube started in 2005. A woman by the name of Keena Butter. Shout out to Keena Butter, wherever you at, sister. She's the one that introduced me to YouTube back in the day when I used to be on public forums, roasting pastors and quoting Bible scriptures and just teaching biblical knowledge. And because I was talking so much, I was getting banned off all the forums. She came to me one day. She was like, you know what? There's this site called YouTube. I think it would be great for you. You love to talk. You love to make posts every minute. Check it out. I went over there and I realized you could post videos. And back then, there was no HD. There was none of that. It was poor video quality. And you could only post 10-minute videos. And then they raised it to 15 minutes once you verify your phone number. So I went over there and I just grew and my channel blew up. And it was a black woman that introduced me to YouTube. So what I'm showing you is from back then. Yeah. So getting back to my point about Mr. Beast, the reason why Mr. Beast is super rich and super successful is, number one, he did what he did from the heart. The content was always from the heart. It was just about having fun, being creative, and he figured out his way on YouTube. And now, he's at a level right now where he created generational wealth for not only himself but his entire family. Not only that, he can literally have a staff, and they're literally bringing in millions of dollars a month. But I don't want to really waste too much time talking about Mr. Beast. I want to talk about you, the people. Mr. Beast is already established. He's never going to be broke. He's going to always be rich. And that's something that you can do, but it may not be the same like a Mr. Beast, but you can get inspiration. You can get inspiration, but without active work ethic and moving forward, you're not going to be able to be successful like a Mr. Beast. A lot of these folks, they understand the business side of YouTube. They're not like content creators that are in like the black sector of YouTube where we're just fighting with one another. We're not focusing on making money. We're not focused on networking. We're not focused on building. It's just like the other night, I'm not sure if it was last night or what, I was talking about how I have $1 million idea that can make millions of dollars, right? I have this multi-million-dollar idea, but it requires having people join together in order to produce a film. And the thing is, as much as I have this $1 million idea that can really grow and make everybody a lot of money, it's very difficult to do that, especially in the black space of YouTube, because everybody is greedy. Not only is everybody greedy for money, but everybody hates one another and they're jealous of one another. And there's so much backstabbing and beefs and fighting. And it's like, you can have such ideas, and my people are just not built to gain wealth. They're really not. That's why we always have the crumbs. That's why we always have to depend on AdSense on YouTube, when we can branch out of the whole YouTube AdSense and actually make production that could go on Netflix. The type of films that I'm trying to get into can literally be featured on Netflix. And not only that, all of the YouTubers and everybody that pretty much was interested in reaching out to get this thing done, we can literally create a multi-million-dollar enterprise, like literally overnight. And the thing is, it could be done, but it can't be done because we don't know how to work with one another. Mr. Beast understands how to work with other men. This is why the white man always stays on top and the black man always stays on the bottom. Because the white man understands networking, he understands business, he understands financial matters, he understands that it's about the content. It's about the content, not making the money. Making the money is the fruit that comes off the tree. Content is more important. So what Mr. Beast and his team understand is uniting, working together, getting the content. And then once you get the content, you get the money. It's just that simple. But you got to produce the content that keep the people interested. Mr. Beast make content that keep viewers glued to the screen. I don't watch his content, to be honest with you. I hardly ever watch his content. I never watch his content, to be honest. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't care for his kind of content because as a content creator, I'm in a whole different niche, a whole different field, and I'm doing my own thing. But his content, it literally keep a lot of teenagers glued to the screen. So the market that he's in is going to make him money regardless because there's a lot of teenagers, a lot of young people that are tuning in. And they invest a lot of money into their content. So when you see them do all these extravagant videos, it costs money to make those videos, y'all. It costs a lot of money. Some of the budgets to produce some of the content that Mr. Beast and his team put out is very, very expensive, guys. We're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, fam, just to put together the content. But they know they're going to make the money back because they've been doing this so long. But when I see stuff like that, what disappoints me is not Mr. Beast and his team. What disappoints me is the fact that the white man is able to work with his people and the black man cannot work with his people. It's very, very frustrating. So the multi-million-dollar idea that I have may end up dying with me on my day when I depart this world. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can really do about it because the idea that I had planned was supposed to be meant to be beneficial to my people. It was supposed to be meant to benefit all of us in a creative way where we're able to do something that is actually going to shock the world because they would be absolutely amazed. The whole film, the way I have it written of in my mind, it's like, I don't even want to say it because I don't want nobody catching on to what it is. So I'm not saying it. Shout out to Peace Light for the support. Appreciate you for the support in the show. Yeah, we can't work together. It's really sad. We really can't work together. It's really sad. This is why I respect how the white man do business. The white man not playing around when it comes to economics. Most of the stuff that I learned financially, believe it or not, is from watching content creators that are Caucasian. Because they're not playing around when it comes to money matters. They don't play around. They don't be on here BSing. They don't BS like us, like my people. We'll sit online fighting while the white man is making money, making deals. Real talk, fam. You know, while most of you paying off old credit card debts, the white man is like, I'm not doing that. I know how to get out of credit card debt without paying nothing. I remember back in the day, I was in debt as a teenager. I remember when I got my first credit card, I thought it was free money. I'm shopping, me and my friends. I'm buying everybody clothes. You know, I probably was like in 15,000 in debt by the time I was like about 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? And I was stuck, you know what I mean? And I remember I was just like using one credit card to pay off another credit card, and it was a mess. And I'm sure some of you been there. And I remember I was trying to get out of it, trying to figure out my way, and didn't know what to do. I was stuck. Pretty much I was supposed to be in debt forever. And I remember the credit card companies was taking me to court to pretty much get money out of me. And, you know, had to go to court, do all that other stuff. And I remember I was trying to figure out how am I going to get through this. So I'm looking through YouTube, trying to find out. Saw this white man. He was talking about how to beat, how to not pay off how to not pay or how to cancel the debt. So I'm listening. And he said, these credit card companies, what they do is when they are trying to get the money, they sell the debt to another creditor for $1 or something like that. And what happened is when they start taking you to court, sending you these letters, when you get to the court, this is what you do. He said, when the whoever asks you, well, you got to do this, you got to do that, you stop them and say, well, I don't know this creditor. Could they produce the original contract that I made with them concerning this debt? That's what the white man said in the video to do. So I did everything he said to do. To my amazement, I couldn't believe it. When I said I never did business with this creditor, could they provide the original contract that I made with them that I owe this particular debt? The company that was trying to get the money from me couldn't produce the original contract. You know why? Because I never made a deal with them. They bought the debt from another creditor that just didn't want to deal with it. Because, all credit is fake, to be honest with you. Like all that debt stuff, it's all really fake. It's just borrowing money that's not even there. So the judge pretty much canceled it, threw it out, case dismissed. I didn't owe nothing. Debt was canceled. Everything the white man said in the video was facts. And what that taught me is that you have a lot of men out here that understand the system and understand how to get around certain things. And that's why I respect how they do business. You know what I mean? I really respect how they do business. But our people, so-called black man, so-called black woman, we don't understand a clue about business. The only thing we know how to do is spend money. So me having a multi-million-dollar idea on producing a very, very dope film that would be extremely entertaining, never before seen. It is just a work of art. It's at the level of the film that I'm trying to get together is so great. It's going to surpass a lot of the stuff that we thought was dope. But the sad thing is, if my people cannot work with one another, it can't get done. So it's one of them type of ideas that I'm going to have to copyright the idea, get it sorted, and probably sell it. I'm going to have to probably just sell it to somebody that got money, somebody that's like big in the film industry, and let them see it, let them read the screenplay, read the film, see what they, and when they see it, they're going to buy it. I already know they are. They're going to buy it, and guess what they're going to do? They probably going to put a lot of white actors to do these parts, and, it was meant for us. But being that we don't know how to work with one another, I'm not just going to sit on the idea forever. So eventually, if I never get to do it, I'm just going to sell the idea and make some money off of it, because it's not just going to sit there. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it is with a lot of films. Believe it or not, a lot of products, you have a lot of people that have products, inventions, ideas, and because they may not have the capital or the resources or the manpower to get it done, they might just sell it. You know what I mean? They could sell it for a very hefty fee and enjoy that. It is what it is. At least I know I contributed something to the world when it comes to film. But there's a lot of movies out here that we watch that was originally written by somebody else that sold the film to somebody else. And that person took the credit as if though it's their film. Because once you sell it off, it's like it's not yours no more. Somebody else going to take ownership of it. So, yeah, man, don't quit your 9 to 5 to come to YouTube unless you have a sure thing. Number one, don't quit if you don't have a savings of at least $60,000 in your bank, or 30,000. Something that can hold you off 60,000. Because you need to be able to pay your bills and survive, buy food, everything else. If you don't have a talent, don't come on YouTube. If you don't have a gift, don't come on YouTube. If you haven't been doing it for a couple of years, don't do it. A lot of times people have 9 to 5s. They come to YouTube and they still work their 9 to 5, and they had their YouTube for about 5-6 years, and then their YouTube channel blow up. You know why? Because they had it while they were working at a 9 to 5. So they were posting videos and learning and posting and learning and posting, and finally they found their way. You want to do it that way. That's the best thing to do. And sometimes it's not even about YouTube. Sometimes maybe it's on TikTok. Maybe it's on Instagram. You might listen, post the same video you would normally post on YouTube on all social medias. See where it pops. Sometimes you could do that. Look, if you're on a 9 to 5 right now, you want to make extra money, you want to get into different things regarding social media, make your first video, post it on YouTube, post it on TikTok, post it on Facebook, post it everywhere. Just see what happens. Keep your 9 to 5 though, but post that same video on every platform and see what happens. You never know which platform is going to blow up on or which platform will give you a better response. Some people are TikTokers because why? TikTok work better for them. It's a better fit. Some people are Instagrammers. Instagram is just a site that helped them to grow. Some people are YouTubers. We figured out how to use YouTube. It's our home. It's what we do. We love it. It is what it is. Some people are Facebookers. That's just the site that worked for them. You know, you got to fit in where you get in. It's like, you just got to know where you at and just try it. You know, so, hey, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. We've been speaking now for 116 minutes. It's literally going on 2 hours. It is what it is, guys. Let me see. I'll be back on later with more content. I got to get some work done. I just want to start off the day, you know what I'm saying, with an early morning show. Hopefully you gained something from this. If you like the content, you feel it was good, feel it was beneficial to you, double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content, if you like the delivery, the style, the things that I shared. Consider subscribing today. Tell a friend about the platform. Tell all your coworkers about the platform. You know what I mean? What else we got? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I got to get back focused on working on the studio. Go take care of a few things. And I'll be back on later. I'm going to try to review a couple of the YouTube channels of the people that sent me their YouTube channels that wanted me to review them for you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? To all you folks that want to have your channels reviewed, I'm just being honest. I really don't even want to do that. I really don't. And the reason why is not that I don't want to help you. I'm really busy. Very, very busy. Like, I'm very busy. And it takes a lot of time to do. You know, you see how I'm being honest? I'm not being fake. I'm being real. And a lot of times when you're real, people don't like you. It's weird. But I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it. I really don't want to because I'm busy, like I said, but I want to give you a jump start and help you out because I believe in having relationships with others that maybe we could change the way it is on YouTube. Maybe it don't have to be a dog eat dog world. But see, if I'm the only one that is being courteous, kind, respectful, helpful, and you're not returning that favor, then it's not going to work. It's like it's going to be a dog eat dog world because I can help you, give you advice for free, and then when your channel grow, you forget about me, you forget about others, you don't help nobody else, you don't return the favor to others. One hand washes the other. If I supported you and helped you out, support somebody else and keep that same energy going. That way, everybody can grow because I'm going to tell you right now, in the black sector of YouTube, we're at the bottom. In the white sector of YouTube, they're at the top. A lot of the white content creators, respectfully, are making way more money than black content creators. Same thing like how it is in the business world. It's really sick and crazy. And it has a lot to do with our attitudes and the way we see one another. We don't help one another. We don't know how to network. We don't know how to build. And it is a damn sad shame. It is sad. Now, that's not to say all black people ain't making no money. A lot of black people are making money. But what I'm saying is a lot of white content creators understand how to network. They they collaborate, they do real business adventures, and they have a lot of strategies, and they focus on monetizing and controlling all aspects of social media. Whereas with us, all we do is want to fight. All we do is want to complain. We don't know how to work together. We don't know how to do anything together. And we're all trying to crucify one another. And this is bad for YouTube business because in the end, we're not going to be able to survive. A lot of you content creators cannot continue doing the same thing forever. Eventually, it's going to run out and you're going to be literally at the end of your rope. So there got to come a day when we have to build and work with one another in terms of branching out. And that's why I had that idea for that film. Again, just thinking about it disappoints me because in most cases, I know it's never going to get done because Black people cannot get along. We can't work with one another. And like I said, a lot of the peoples that I want to be in the film are actually people that don't even like me. A lot of the people that I would like to have in my film are YouTubers that they disagree with me and I disagree with them. Some of these individuals I make videos about, and I would love to have them in the film. And the reason why is because I know they know how to act. A lot of these guys are actually actors, don't even know they don't even know they have the ability to act. I can see their talent, they just don't know they have it yet. They really don't. I have an eye for talent when it comes to acting. And there are certain YouTubers I can see exactly how they act. I see how they move, and I'm like, wow, this person would be a perfect fit for this film. And it's like, it's just crazy, but it ain't gonna get done. I'm gonna eventually have to sell that idea. Definitely, I'm gonna eventually have to sell it because you cannot work with your own people, fam. It is something that really is frustrating because a lot of times I want to work with my people first before I branch out and work with others. And this is why a lot of times, as Black people, especially as entertainers, producers, filmmakers, and whatnot, we want to do things with our people first so that our people can benefit and whatnot. But eventually, we're going to have to go deal with other groups of people because they're more willing to work with you. And it's sad. It's like, I'm pretty sure if I want, I can find at least 20 white men or women that can be down with the film. I guarantee you I could. I know they would be down with the film because they understand business and they know what the potential, once I show them what it is, be like, this is what the film gonna be about. They're gonna be like, yo, I'm in this one. I'm in this one. They ready. They ready to go. And then when it pops, all the Black people gonna be mad at me. They're gonna be like, yo, how you gonna do this and do that? Like, because they were willing to work with me. You weren't, remember? Remember you were jealous? Remember you were a hater? Remember that? Well, the white man was willing to work with me. You know? It's sad, man. Um, Let me see. V-Dub says CJ called the police and filed a restraining order on who? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm now seeing your comment. Is it the CJ that's on YouTube? Or you talking to, oh, you talking to somebody in the comments? You talking to CJ. Says, my ex broke into my home. What do I do? Well, okay. He gave you the advice. All right. No need to respond. I got it. I thought you was talking about CJ So Cool, the YouTuber. I thought you was talking about him, that he filed a restraining order on somebody. That's what I thought. My ex broke into my home. What do I do? Well, maybe your ex have your key. That's how they broke in your home. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure the ex have the key to your home. That's what happened. They came in. If they still got the key, then you have to change the locks. I mean, come on now. I can guarantee you that's what happened. Because nobody just can't break in. If they break in, then that's burglary. They broke in. Get them arrested. Like, call the police. Let them know that it was a break and enter. This is the person, and have them arrested. You know? But if you gave them a key, then the solution is change the locks. You know? Change the locks. And notice how Tony is asking for a clue. Nobody's getting a clue. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Everybody want a clue. For what? So you can steal it? I'm talking about a multi-million-dollar film. Nobody's getting a clue and nobody's getting anything. If nobody's going to work with me to do it, I'm selling it to the white man. I'm selling the film to the white man. The white man will use it. I guarantee you he would. The white man will come out with a film with this idea the next week. It'll be in production. He might even tell me to be in it. They might even say, look, the way you understand the film so much, we want you to co-direct. How about that? Matter of fact, they might even make a deal with me. They might even make a deal where it's my film. They're just financially backing it and doing various other things. You never know how it'll work out. I really didn't want to have nobody involved. I wanted it to be something that it's something that my people are literally working with me to build from the ground up. But I realized that in life, man, it's like those things just can never come to pass, man. It's like our people are just something else, man. We just don't want to do anything, man. It's just sick. I just don't know how to explain it, man. It's like a lot of our people just don't want to build, man. They just want to stay at the bottom, bro. Like, y'all interested in having a damn YouTube AdSense check, fam. When are you gonna get focused on making millions of dollars, bro? Like, when are we as a people gonna get the real money? Like, everybody's focusing on trying to get a YouTube check, bro. How about getting $1 million, bro? How about getting real bread? You know, real money. Film that I'm working on, it don't even exist because it's not nothing that's in this world yet. I told you already, I have the idea. I'm an innovator. I'm not an imitator. I don't copy what people do. I have the dopest content and the dopest film. I might damn near do the film with just my family, fam. To be honest, I might just do the film with my family, copyright it, do it a professional film with just my family, do the idea with my family, copyright the whole film, do all of that good stuff. And if anybody in Hollywood or anywhere try to mimic, copy, or do anything, I can sue them for millions. I'll do it that way. That way, at least my idea was done with my family in whom I can work with, rather than trying to get all these other folks to get involved. Because, like I said, it's a waste of time. You can't really work with your own people. Right? That's the only problem that I always had with my people, is that you can't really work with them. You can work with the white man, but you can't work with your own people. Like I said, I'm going to do this film stuff with my family and do it that way. But it's either that I'm going to do, or I'm going to sell the idea to a film company or whatever the case is, or look for, or reach out to, Hollywood directors and see what they think. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I can do to get that bag, bro. I don't care. At the end of the day, business is business, and the film that I have is real. It's not no damn game. It's not no YouTube. It's not nothing to do with that, fam. This is the real money business here. You know, it's crazy. It's just like how you had those folks that did the Blair Witch Project, and it blew up, got them millions and millions of dollars. Something so simple, and they got rich. And y'all worrying about YouTube. Telling you, man, people got to grow and grow up and start getting into that real money, man. The real money bag. And stop playing this little game, making video, trying to earn a YouTube check when you can make a film and earn millions of dollars. Like, come on now. Our people are slow when it comes to money matters, man. We just like crumbs when we could be getting the real paper. You'll be sitting there doing 1,000 videos about Kamala Harris in order to get a YouTube check when you could just do a film and get a bag. Like, I don't get it, fam. I just don't get it, bro. I don't know. So, hey, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. I got business to take care of. Got work to do. I'll catch y'all later with more content. It is what it is. Y'all stay safe. It's just crazy, fam, out here, man. Absolutely crazy. Somebody says you are a little delusional, but I love your ambition. Let me put you on the block list. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bye-bye. When you're doing anything, ladies and gentlemen, in life, when people insult you and they say stuff like, you're a little delusional, but I like your ambition, you got to immediately cut those people off. Those are the people that are energy vampires. I got to probably talk about that in another video. Energy vampires are people that hate you because of your ambition. See, what she's essentially not saying is, I hate the fact that you have vision. I hate the fact that you can see your future and I can't see mine. So what I'm going to do is insult you and say you're a little delusional. But I like your ambition. No, I don't like you. You got to go. Real talk. So that being said, peace and blessings. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. You subscribe to the #1 channel on YouTube. Trust and believe, when I finish this studio, you're going to love all the content. It's going to be dope as heck. Just also know I have an entire family show that is in the works. We're going to be filming that soon. There's a lot of work to be done. It's going to be great, man. I'm going to show you what content creation is about, fam. A lot of these YouTubers that are fighting for crumbs, let them sit there and fight for crumbs. I'm going to be focusing on content creation. While they sitting there talking about this nonsense and that nonsense, I'm going to be focusing on content that I make, not something that I'm trying to do that somebody else is doing. I'm talking about my production, right? It is what it is, man. Let me see. All right, guys. So we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. I'll catch y'all in the next video. It is what it is. Peace and blessings. Let me see. People just come on here to say anything. Yeah, that's true, V-Dub. They just come on here to be, they come here to just be blocked. Because it's like, they don't understand. I'm not that type of person that entertain foolishness. I'm very serious. That's why it's very difficult for me to work with people, because it's like I have the blessing that can help a lot of people make a lot of money. A lot. But I can't work with people that are disrespectful. I can't work with people that play games. I don't want you around me, because you're a hindrance to the work that we're doing. And I don't want that. I don't want that around me. Right? So y'all stay safe, fam. Like I said, man, let everybody talk, let everybody watch. They're gonna be mad as hell. A lot of these cats, man, they're gonna be like, damn, man, I wish I was cool with Ringo, bro. I really do wish I was cool with Dude, bro. Dude was really serious with what he said, fam. Damn. Well, hey, much blessings to him, man. He doing his thing, y'all. It is what it is. He tried to get us on board, but we didn't believe. It's one of them type of things with Noah's Ark, when Noah was telling everybody what's coming, and everybody didn't believe him. So it is what it is, man. So I'm gonna get up on out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Salute to V-Dub. Salute to everybody in the 9 to 5 grind. What's going on, Caramel? See you in the building. Yeah, man. I got to grind, man. I got to grind, get some work done. I'll catch y'all later on with more content. Peace and blessings. I'm out. Peace.